This week we explore some of the fundamentals of performance measurement. I note that a relatively recent Australasian asset management collaborative group, referred to as AMCOG, publication states that the application of asset management principles and practices requires adopting a performance-based approach to asset management and resource allocation. Performance-based approaches can strengthen both external accountability and the effectiveness of internal decision-making. We know that performance management is embedded in the practices of the business world, and only more recently has it been adopted for application in asset management. It involves the regular collection of information to determine whether or not predetermined targets and objectives are being met, and subsequently developing improvement strategies to address any gaps in performance. These performance management objectives are best illustrated in a couple of generic frameworks. The first, from a 1999 Productivity Commission report on environmental performance of commercial buildings, describes a process starting with objectives from which inputs lead to outputs and results. It introduces the ideas of effectiveness and efficiency, effectiveness being the comparison of results with initial objectives, and efficiency measuring the difference between inputs and outputs. These concepts are further articulated in a model developed by Danny Ten and Teng-Hee Tan, which introduces the idea of appropriateness and cost-effectiveness. This provides an elegant conceptual framework for the performance of built assets. We consider a number of approaches that organisations have taken to developing suites of performance measures. For example, the demand and supply approach practiced by the International Centre for Facilities offers 100 measures for physical attributes of the built environment. The Queensland Government approach, in collaboration with the Queensland University of Technology, broadly groups its measures under the headings of economic, functional, physical and service categories, each of which are further articulated. From these and other approaches, we attempt to distill common characteristics and features that together define performance measures. The measures reflect business and asset performance requirements of the businesses they support. From analysis of the various offerings, it is clear that to adequately represent the business and associated asset requirements, a balanced scorecard of measures is necessary to describe performance. Typically, performance measures and measurement can be described by a number of characteristics. These features generally include a numeric performance rating scale, descriptors explaining the level of attributes in the scale, a target level of performance, maybe a threshold level below which performance is unacceptable, and weightings to express the importance of one measure compared with another. The module deals with planning for and conducting an on-site performance assessment. Careful consideration needs to be given to identifying appropriately skilled people and pitching the assessment at the most appropriate level, from a desktop to a walkthrough to a detailed audit. Having undertaken a performance assessment, it remains to make sense of what the data is saying, and that's where some analysis and evaluation of assessment data is the necessary final step before being able to prepare a performance status report, identifying which are supporting service delivery and therefore those assets to be retained, some of which may require improvement, and those that might be further considered for disposal. Thank you.